Hello everyone, Brian here. In this video I want to show you this car here. This is Honda Civic. It is the sedan version and it is a 1 litre. It's a VTEC turbo engine and it's what's called a Smart Plus model. This one's got a couple of nice little upgrades that make it different than the other ones as well. And for anyone that was thinking about ever buying one of these saloons, I think this is the time to do it, because from next year the saloon will still be available, but only in an automatic premium, which is quite a lot more expensive than this one at the moment. So this price point of car, as a brand new car, that's pretty much the end of the line. So this is the opportunity to buy one if you ever wanted to. Anywho, just before we get started, Fitzpatrick's Garage, we are a family run business in operation for almost 70 years. Brian's my name. If there's any information you want on this car here, please do give me a call, text, WhatsApp, whatever suits. 086 843 1945. Please do give me a call if you want to know about financing, if you want to know about trading in your own car, or if you just have any questions on this particular car here. And actually, if you're watching on YouTube, please do like and subscribe, because it lets me know the video is useful. And if there's any information I missed, just let me know in the comment section below. So in this video, we're going to have a look around the features on the outside of this car that I like, and we're going to have a look at the features on the inside, and we're going for a drive too. So we've registered this car as part of our fleet, and I always go for black if I can, because I think black is a lovely colour, but particularly on the saloon. The reason I say that is the saloon uniquely has chrome wheels, which in the sunlight, let's face it, they are absolutely savage. And it's got chrome door handles, which again in the sunlight are savage. And it's got the chrome window surround on the top, which again in the sunlight, guess what? It's savage too, I think. And the front of the car's also got that nice chrome as well, so it matches everything else that's chrome on the car too. The thing about the saloon though is I love that rear end, those massive lights, and as we were saying on this car, it's got something a little bit different than the other ones. I love those taillights, as I was saying, but one thing about the saloon, it just needs something extra on the back. And in this case, we decided to go for a genuine ducktail rear spoiler, so it makes the rear end of the car just a little bit more aggressive and sporty looking. And the other thing we've done in the car as well, we went for a privacy glass tint on the rear. So as you can see, compared to the front windows, the rear windows have a nice privacy finish. And the two things combined just make it look a little bit different than all the other ones on the road. And I think it's really upmarket looking. The headlights then, they have a nice big daytime running light, which is an LED, and there's also dipped and full lights, which are independent, which give good light. And fog lights are going to be standard on the front end, as well as parking sensors as well. But I really love these side markers, like the way Volvos used to have them years ago. I think they're kind of upmarket looking, make the car look very distinctive as well. And weirdly enough, when you're behind the car, you can just see that little orange light on the front right, and it marks out how wide the car is at the front. And when you're driving behind one of these cars at night, you know it. It's such a distinctive rear end, especially with those massive LED taillights. With nice detailing right in the lamp when you look closely at them again. Very, very distinctive and very, very cool looking. Very eye-catching at night time actually when you see them. And just like the front of the car, we'll also have rear parking sensors back here too. And the key's got some pretty cool functionality. You can pop the boot open from there. The boot is actually quite big on these cars, and you can even pop the back seats using this lever along through here. But the key's got more functionality, so we can turn off the lights, or we can let the windows down on the car as well if we want. Or we can also let the lights back on using the key, and we can also let things like the windows back up, as well as tuck in the wing mirrors too when we're locking the car. In the back of the car then, there is 3 head restraints. There is an armrest in through the centre with a drinks holder. There is Isofix on this side, Isofix behind me bum here. And there's also things like child locks back here. And I really like the privacy glass. It looks cool, but it is actually useful for keeping the sun out of young kids' eyes and stuff like that. This car definitely feels bigger than the hatch because, okay, headroom is quite similar actually. If anything, I think it's slightly lower than the hatch. Legroom is quite good though. And I think it's just because the way the roof, it's kind of sleek and it is just a different shape up along through there. But in terms of what you see when you're sitting here, this is the type of view that you're going to be looking at when you're sitting in the back of one of these cars. So it is a nice, spacious, nice place to be. Sitting in the car then, this is the interior you're going to look at. So over here, electrics for windows and mirrors. Down through here, controls for parking sensors, but there's other controls for safety equipment, which are down here and down here. And actually, we're going to look at them towards the end of the video, and they're quite useful as well, including the automatic lights and wipers. On this side over here then, I can control, if you look in through the centre, and changing information, use that I button there. And what that's showing me is information about maintenance, audio, Bluetooth. But the usual ones you're going to use are things like fuel efficiency and other things which are quite useful up here, the speed sign recognition. Again, we'll talk about that in the safety part of the video. Moving over to the left hand side then, you have the big Honda Connect, which has your reverse camera, and it also has things like Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which basically allow you to use a lot of the apps that are on your phone on the screen. So essentially the screen becomes very much that of your phone. But if you don't want to use the Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, you're still going to have things like navigation, all your audio, phone in through there, and trip information and various settings overall. And like a mobile phone then, the screen is completely touch and swipe as well. So when you're looking for stations and stuff like that, you're just dragging along through the screen. Over here then, I've got heating controls on my side, I've got heating controls on the passenger side, front and rear windscreen demisters, and they also demist the wing mirrors. But if you want a little bit more, you've also got this climate button in through here, and it gives you more control over the climate. Again, all touch and swipe as well. In terms of in-car usage, you have things like HDMI if you had to play video, USB in through there, 12 volt outlet, and then over in through here, I've also got another USB connector in through the armrest, and the armrest moves backwards and forwards. Anyway, I think this is a really, really cool looking car, as you can tell. And the other thing as well is, do you know what? They drive really well as well. Let's have a look. Let's see how it accelerates going onto the motorway from 0 up to 120 kilometers an hour. That gearbox is so nice to use, and as you see, there's a nice sound off the engine, and it actually gets up to the speed very, very quick. But it's also a lovely chassis as well. Because the chassis is really wide, it makes the car really kind of sure-footed. So it gives you confidence when you're driving the car, which is important anyway. And it makes you feel safe. It's actually fun as well. Independent rear suspension, the previous model had a solid beam, whereas these ones are actually independent on the back, so it's really, really predictable in how it kind of behaves over compressions and bumps. And again, like everything, don't take my word for it, so come try the car yourself. But what I do find is, when I tell people, what I tell them in the videos, when they do come to try the car, it's exactly what they get. So anyway, after watching that, if you're still here, thank you for watching. But you can see these are a damn nice car, and you know what? This is one of the last times you're going to be able to buy one of these in such a new shape, because they are kind of changing the way the specs are working, and it seems to be in Europe, hatchback only and SUV going forward. Anyway, damn nice car to run, nice car to drive, looks a bit different than everything else on the road. That's what I like about them. And I was saying, if we can do finance, we can take trade-ins, so if there's information you want, 086 843 1945, call, text, WhatsApp, whatever suits. Anyway, hopefully the video has been useful, hopefully the car is of interest. Thanks for taking time to watch, and if I've missed anything and you want to know, just let me know in the comment section below on YouTube, and I'll do my best to cover it in the next video or a specific video for you. Thanks a lot.